Once upon a time, there lived a king who had a beautiful daughter. One day she took a walk in the woods and stopped to rest at the edge of a cool spring of water.
She had a golden ball in her hand, which was her favorite plaything. She was always tossing it in the air and catching it again as it fell. After a time, she threw it up so high that she missed catching it and it fell into the spring.
The spring was very deep, and she couldn't see her ball. Alas, if I only could get my ball again, I'll give all my fine clothes and jewels and everything I have in the world.
As she was speaking, a frog came up out of the water.
Why, Princess, why are you weeping so bitterly?
What can you do for me, you nasty frog? My golden ball has fallen into the springs.
I don't want your pearl, jewels, or fine clothes, but if you will love me and let me live with you, and eat from your golden plate and sleep upon your bed, I will bring you your ball again.
The princess thought to herself, what nonsense! This silly frog is talking. He never can get out of the springs to come visit me. But he may be able to get my ball back. So I will do what he asks.
So she said to the frog,
Oh, thank you. I'll do whatever you ask, as long as you get my ball back.
So the frog went under the water, and when he came back up again, he had the ball in his mouth. He tossed it onto the edge of the spring.
The princess was overjoyed to have it in her home again. She never thought of a frog, but ran home as fast as she could.
Princess, stay! Take me home with you as you said you would! But she did not stop to hear a word.
The next evening, as she sat down to dinner with her father, the king, she heard a strange noise. Tap, tap, push, push, as if something was coming up from the marble stairs to the castle. Next, there was a gentle knock on the door.
Open the door, Princess, my dear. Open the door, since you are here. And mind the words they said by the fountain, cool in the green with shade. The princess ran to the door and opened it, and there she saw a frog. She was frightened. She shut the door and went back as she came back to her seat.
My child, what are you so afraid of? Is there a giant at the door who wants to carry you away?
No, Father, there's this nasty frog at the door. I told him if he could give my ball back, I would let him come live here with us, thinking he'll never get out of the springs, but now he is here.
The frog tapped on the door again.
Open the door, Princess, my dear. Open the door, since you live here. And mind the words they said by the fountain, cool in the greenwood shade.
As you have given your word, you must keep it. So go, let him in.
The princess did as she was told. The frog hopped into the room. Princess, lift me onto your chair so I may sit next to you.
Under the watchful eye of her father, the princess lifted the frog onto her chair.
Put your plate near to me so I may eat off of it. The princess let the frog eat off her plate, but she did not like it. Now I'm tired. Carry me upstairs and put me in your bed.
Oh, Father, I cannot.
He helped you when you were in trouble, and you gave your word.
Fine.
So she took hold of him with 2 fingers and carried him upstairs and put him on her pillow, where he slept all night long. As soon as it was light, he jumped up, hopped downstairs, and went out of the house.
Now then, I shall be troubled with him no more.
But she was mistaken, for when that night came again, she heard the same tapping on the door. Open the door, Princess, my dear. Open the door, keep you love here. And mind the words they said by the fountain, cool in the greenwood shade.
Once again, the princess had to let the frog in, eat from her plate, and sleep on her pillow.
This happened again the next night, but this time the princess was so angry that she put the frog in the corner instead of her bed.
Now then, you be quiet, you nasty frog.
I'm tired of sleep as well as you. Lift me up, I will tell your father.
This made the princess even angrier. She picked him up and threw him with all her might against the wall.
Now you be quiet, you nasty frog.
He fell down. He was no longer a frog, but a king was gazing at him with the most beautiful eyes she'd ever seen. I have been taken by a spiteful fairy who had changed me into a frog. The spell could not be broken until a princess took me out of the spring, let me eat from her plate, and let me sleep in her room for 3 nights. Tomorrow a carriage will arrive and take us to my kingdom.
The next day, a carriage arrived with 8 white horses that had ostrich feathers upon their heads. The carriage was driven by a young king's servant, Faithful Henry.
Faithful Henry had been so unhappy when his master was changed into a frog that he had caused 3 iron bands to be laid around his heart, lest it should burst with grief and sadness.
Get in, your royal highness.
The young king escorted the princess into the carriage, and they began to drive away. Suddenly, they heard a cracking sound as if the carriage was breaking.
Henry, the carriage is breaking!
No, master, it is not the carriage. It is a band around my heart which was placed there in my great pain when you were a frog imprisoned in the well.
Again and once again, while they were on their way, something cracked, and each time the king's son thought the carriage was breaking, but it was only the bands which were swinging from the heart of Faithful Henry, because his master was set free and he was happy.